Some cars don't just follow trends, they set them. Throughout American automotive history, a few standout models introduced features, designs, or technologies far ahead of their time. These vehicles push boundaries and redefine what was possible, sometimes years or even decades before the rest of the industry caught up. Today, we're counting down 12 American car creations that changed the game and left a lasting impact on the automotive world. Let's take a look. These are the cars that arrived before the world was ready for them. The 1938 Buick Y-Job is considered the first ever concept car. Designed by General Motors as a showcase of future technology, it introduced features that wouldn't become a standard for decades. Hidden headlights, power windows, and a sleek, streamlined body set it apart from anything else on the road at the time. While it was never mass-produced, the Y-Job proved that concept cars could be the testing ground for groundbreaking automotive ideas. Packard may not be around today, but they were thinking ahead in the 1950s. The 1956 Packard Predictor introduced design elements that foreshadowed the next 2 decades of American cars. It had a wraparound windshield, a retractable roof, and push-button transmission controls, features that would later become standard in luxury cars. Packard's demise meant this innovation never reached production, but its influence was undeniable. Chevrolet's Astro II was a mid-engine sports car concept that arrived long before the Corvette made the switch. While GM ultimately abandoned the project, the Astro II proved that a mid-engine layout was feasible for an American performance car. Fast forward to today, and the C8 Corvette finally realized that vision. Astro II showed what could have been decades before it became reality. AMC wasn't known for supercars, but the AMX3 showed they had the vision. This mid-engine American sports car was meant to rival Ferrari and Lamborghini, and its design was leagues ahead of AMC's usual lineup. It had an aerodynamic shape, independent suspension, and a powerful V8 engine. Only a handful of these were built before the project got scrapped, making the AMX3 one of the greatest what-ifs in American car history. Chevrolet designed the Monza 2+2 with aerodynamics in mind, something most American manufacturers weren't focusing on in the 1970s. It featured a sloped nose and a streamlined design that reduced drag, making it more fuel efficient than its boxier competitors. While the Monza itself wasn't a massive success, its design philosophy paved the way for more aerodynamic cars in the 80s and beyond. While minivans might not seem groundbreaking, the Dodge Caravan and Plymouth Voyager created an entirely new segment. These vehicles combine car-like handling with the space of a van, offering a practical alternative for families. Before SUVs took over, minivans dominated the world, all thanks to Chrysler's early vision for a new type of vehicle. The Buick Riviera GS was an American luxury coupe that introduced design and engineering elements ahead of its time. The boat tail design, inspired by classic sports cars, gave it a sleek and aerodynamic look that was unique for an American car of the 60s. The GS version packed a 425 cubic inch nailhead V8 with dual carbs, producing 360 horsepower. But it wasn't just about power. Buick added a max track system, an early form of traction control designed to prevent wheel slip. While traction control didn't become mainstream until decades later, Buick was already thinking about how to improve handling in high-powered vehicles. The Riviera GS was a preview of what performance luxury cars would become, blending power with innovative technology. The Mercury Turnpike cruiser looked like it was from the future. It introduced design elements that were radical at the time, including a power-operated retractable rear windows and a futuristic dash with memory seat function. The car's roofline featured breezeway rear windows that could open to improve airflow, an idea that didn't catch on wildly but hinted at later innovations in automotive ventilation. Mercury also incorporated push-button transmission controls, which disappeared for decades before making a return in modern luxury cars. Turnpike Cruiser was a bold statement, showcasing features ahead of its time, but its extravagant styling limited its appeal, making it more of a collector's curiosity today. Pontiac's Fiero GT was an American mid-engine sports car that aimed to take on European competitors. Introduced in the mid-80s, the Fiero was lightweight, fuel-efficient, and featured a space-frame chassis with composite body panels, a construction method ahead of its time. The Fiero was originally envisioned as an economical commuter car, but enthusiasts saw its potential as a performance machine. The 1987 GT version refined its sports car capabilities, featuring a V6 engine, improved suspension, and styling that resembled exotic cars of the era. The Fiero's mid-engine layout was rare for an American car, something only seen in high-end supercars at the time. Though reliability issues hurt its reputation, the Fiero was conceptually ahead of its time, foreshadowing the mid-engine layout of today's Corvette. The Dodge Viper RT10 was a throwback to raw, unfiltered performance, but with a modern twist. It combined a lightweight body with a massive 8.0-liter V10 engine producing 400 horsepower, numbers that were unheard of in an American roadster at the time. The car had no traction control, no ABS, and no electronic assist, making it one of the last truly analog supercars. While today's performance cars rely on electronics aids to manage power, the Viper was built for purists who wanted an unfiltered driving experience. Its aggressive styling and brutal acceleration made it one of the most exciting American cars ever produced. The Viper proved that America could build a world-class performance car that didn't need to copy European brands. Chevrolet took a bold step in the early 2000s with the SSR, a retro-style pickup truck that blended muscle car performance with convertible styling. The SSR was powered by a V8 engine that featured a retractable hardtop, something rarely seen in trucks. It was an unusual mix of utility and sportiness, but the market wasn't ready for it. Though it didn't sell well, SSR paved the way for modern performance trucks like the Ram TRX and Ford F-150 Raptor. Chevrolet was ahead of its time in thinking that trucks could be about more than just work. They could be fun, too. The Cadillac ELR was one of the first luxury plug-in hybrids, launching before the world was ready to embrace electrification. Based on the Chevrolet Volt platform, the ELR offered an electric-only range of 35 miles while maintaining a gas-powered generator for longer trips. Cadillac wrapped this innovative powertrain in a sleek coupe body, giving it an upscale feel. The ELR was designed for those who wanted to go electric without sacrificing comfort and style. Unfortunately, the high price and slow adoption of EVs in the luxury market led to slow sales. However, the ELR's concept foreshadowed today's shift toward hybrid and electric luxury cars, proving Cadillac was thinking ahead long before mainstream adoption. These 12 American cars were ahead of their time, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. Some introduced features that became industry standards, while others faded into history as missed opportunities. Which one do you think was the most forward-thinking? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Legends of the Road, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.